my voice was breaking, seriously. Do you like my little setup that I have here? So, as you guys know, I love my makeup, and I've stressed a few times in videos about like the importance of cleaning your brushes and using clean brushes. And I know from a lot of you, from your comments, that you guys don't clean your brushes or that you don't clean them that often. And I think that one of the reasons that people just don't bother cleaning them is because they think that it's this big hassle and it takes ages. And I'm here today to show you that it doesn't. And this is my little quick method that I usually do, and I do this once every week. I've got like a stack of filthy makeup brushes here because I've filmed quite a lot of makeup videos this week and I've been going to a lot of eventsy things. Hey, stay put. So I kind of wanted to gather all my supplies to show you what I do. This is very cost effective. We're going to make our own little brush cleaner instead of going out and buying one, because these are things that most people have in their house, so you don't really need to go out and buy anything, except I got these little bottles in Penny's Primark for anyone who's not Irish, and they were a couple of euros, so very, very, very cheap. You can get little bottles like this in most like pound stores, cheap shops, but you don't even have to do this. This is just if you want to pre-mix some of the mixture stuff, so you save that little bit of time each week. So I'll show you how I do that in a mo. I know everybody does this completely differently, but this is what I do. This is what works for me, and I've worked as an extra on a lot of different TV shows, and I know a lot of the girls who do the makeup and stuff said that they use this method and they use these products, and that's good enough for me. If it's good enough for famous actors and actresses, it's good enough for my face. I am really not a fan of wasting water, especially now that the feckin' water charges are coming in Ireland. I have a bowl of water here, so if you can get a nice big bowl like this, just fill it up with water, and it's gonna be pretty gross by the end, but it's okay because we've got antibacterial soap in our ingredients. So I've got the ingredients for the DIY cleanser, all my brushes, bowl of water, and then some tissue paper. Just get cheap tissue paper and a nice big towel, and you can use the same towel every time for this. So if you want to spend a couple of euro on a cheap like brush cleaning towel, do, and just keep that aside because you won't have to wash it that often because you can just twist it around like this. See, it's magic. So before I get into this, I'll just show you how I make the concoction and then we'll get going. So you have your little bottle like this, and it doesn't matter what order you put these into the bottle, but basically you want to go for one part of each thingy, and I'm going to explain to you why I use these three things now. Okay, so the first thing we're obviously going to need is an antibacterial soap of some kind, and you can get these super cheap. So you open up your little bottle, and we're going to go for around a third of this bottle to be filled up. So the shops often do deals where it's like buy one get one free or buy one get one half price. That's always a really handy one to have, and that antibacterial action will make sure that there's no bacteria buildup on your brushes. It's gentle enough for your hands, so it's obviously going to be gentle enough for your brushes. Then we're going to use extra virgin olive oil, and this is a cheap one that we got from Tesco, and it does the job pretty fine. This is going to condition the bristles and make sure that they remain soft. It's going to make sure that your brushes aren't feckin' destroyed when you're done. So let's go in with a third of this. And you can see that the oil kind of floats on top of the soap for a little bit. So see there? So it's easy to tell the difference, and that's why I'd always put the oil in second. And then we're going to go in with the Johnson's baby shampoo, plainly because I love the smell of this on my brushes. Just the smell of this makes me feel so happy and nostalgic, and I like adding it into the mix, mainly for the scent. You definitely don't have to get this, but it's so cheap and it just kind of makes it nice. You could go ahead with just the other two. So adding in around and about a third of that one as well. Then pop your lid back on and you can give it a big shake. So and now it looks like a bottle of medicine, but looks like a bottle of medicine. So great, so we're done that part now, so we're almost finished. So basically what I do then is I'll get my tissue, and I don't know if you can see, just making sure I'm not like doing a tutorial that you can't see. I put my tissue there and I get some of my mixture and pour it onto the tissue. I love doing this. Right, it's really, really silky. Some might say it looks like lemon curd, and some might say it looks like vomit, but I go with the first option. So yeah, take my yellow tissue, and what I will do is So I'll take a brush and I'm going to swirl my brush into the tissue. So coat the entire brush in your sludge, and then I'm going to dip this into my basin and kind of like pat it down, and I'll just show you now what it looks like as the product is coming out of the brush. Once I'm finished this one, swish that again, dip back in, and mix it around like I'm a witch. I got such a fright there. There was like a really loud noise out of our skylight. Thought someone was trying to break in. Then I'll tap my brush a few times. Then I'll do this across the towel, and it's definitely best to let your brushes dry like this rather than flat or with the brush pointing upwards, because all the water will seep back into the handle, and you don't want that because it can loosen up the glue and stuff. So while I lash through my brushes, I'll typically leave my brushes lying down like that. I don't know if you can see, so it's slightly at an angle until I'm done, and then I'm going to park them up against the wall. But yeah, I'll show you a close-up now of what it looks like doing the brushes. Hopefully you'll realise how quick and easy this is actually to do. Like actually to do. Like actually. Why do I never shut up? So for an example, I'm taking my foundation brush here and I'm coating it in the lovely gloop, and you can top up the gloop as much as you like. I know I'm calling it gloop, but that's what it looks like, and you can top that up anytime it's like running low, depending on how many brushes you have to clean. But yeah, I'll just show you this now. So I'm patting it gently into the bottom of the basin, and just watch how quickly the basin fills up with crap. I'm doing it gently side to side. Don't smash your brushes into the bottom of the bowl because you'll just destroy them. Another way you could do it, say if you had no toilet roll, is to put a little tipple of the stuff onto the brush like that, and then you can massage it into the bristles a little. And if you can see there how there's no makeup left at all on the bristles after I've dried off the water. So I'm now going to do the same with this and kind of leave it pointing downwards on the towel and go through all the rest of my brushes. You can also apply the DIY brush cleanser to your palms if you don't want to do it on tissue, and this kind of makes me feel like a total artist when I do this, and then just kind of dip it into the water and rinse it around. And don't be afraid to use your fingers and get all into this. It's actually really relaxing, so it is. Someone's been getting blushy. So I'm getting lots of splodge all over my brush so it looks kind of like that, and then doing my thing. And I know somebody's going to leave a comment saying that the water is dirty and blah blah blah, but with the antibacterial soap, everything's going to be fine. Waste not, want not, people, and families all around the world have to share bath water, and people drink really bad quality water. Like, this is literally just to get all the gunk off your brush. So see, on our first wash, all the pink is gone, so I'm just going to dry this off now on the towel. Ta-da! This is us at the end, and you can really tell from this, like, it's so apparent that I am not into bold makeup. Like, I'm such a neutrals girl. If you were into bold makeup, this would be like blacky blue, crazy. I love the little pattern in it as well. It's like a moon. And what I'll do then to just make things easier is prop the brushes up on my bookshelf, and this is just a random one of my bookshelves, but just to show you how I would typically kind of store them. I'd sort of put them like that so they kind of have each other and the books to cling to for support to stay standing up, so I don't have to go out and buy special storage things and brush wraps and all this crazy stuff that I've seen in a lot of tutorial videos. It's just too complicated for me. I'm a simple gal. We are the best friends that anyone could have. Look at them all there together. Just chilling, just chilling. It's like they're outside a nightclub trying to pick up guys. So I hope you enjoyed that, my lovelies. If I left anything out, please let me know. Leave a comment. And leave me a comment telling me how you usually do your brushes and like what you thought of my cleaning routine. I like that we can share these things. And I'm here to make you guys happy, so whatever you want to see, I will make it. I bid thee a good day, and a good day of clean makeup brushing face. Bye.